This changes everything for the U.S. men's slopestyle team. And you're going to find out exactly what I'm talking about because as we get to the Olympics coming up in February, what's USA's chance? It's slopestyle, not on the podium last Olympics. Can they be on the podium this one? Because we're going to find out. So, what changes everything? I'll tell you right now. Here's what changes everything for the men's U.S. slopestyle team: the quality of the riders that are on the team, straight up and down, right? Straight up and down. And you know what? I could even take it a full page or two for you. Let's go back in history and find out what have the U.S. slopestyle team done for the men. Well, let's go back to Beijing 2022. Max Perot, the knee grab seen around the world, wins the gold medal. Su Yiming, the silver. And Mark McMorris, yet another bronze. Mark's been bronze, all three Olympics that slopestyle's been at? So then you go follow it down. Where's the first American? That's going to be Red Gerard in that fourth spot. And the first time a U.S. man did not make the podium since its inception back in Russia, 2014. And just on the outside looking in, good old Redmond, Red Gerard in that fourth spot. But move on down. Chris Corning always showing up, sixth place, right? No podium for him, a three-time Olympian. And then the next is going to be Shaun Fitzsimons, all the way down in the 12th spot. So that's how it went. That's the scoop. And it was not pretty, especially when the U.S. had just been crushing it so much. So let's go further back, right? That's 22. Let's go 2018 and look what the Americans did back then. Well, there you go. Red Gerard taking that big win, the gold medal, changed his life for sure. So in the number one spot, but look at the Canadian flags, look at the Norwegian flags, right? As they fill up the rest of the top 11. And you look for the next American in there back in Beijing or back in Pyeongchang, and you don't see another one in that top 11. So that right there, Red Gerard, lightning in a bottle, taking care of business and getting the gold medal. So, and that was only the second time. That was only the second time the Olympics had held slopestyle. I mean, halfpipe was first, and then it was slopestyle's turn. So then now let's go even farther back to the first one, the first time they did it, and that was going to be where at? None other than Sochi. And look on top, Sage Kotzenberg with the win. And some say that was the massive shock. Some complain about scoring, but no one I don't think very many people predicted Sage Kotzenberg to win the gold, the first ever slopestyle in Sochi, Russia. But he did. And then you follow that down where you do not see any more Americans in that top 12. You just see Sage with the win. So that was massive. That was absolutely massive for U.S. slopestyle. All right, so Brad, you've shown us all this stuff. You've shown us Russia. You've shown us Korea. You've shown us the Beijing results. But what else are you going to show us? What changes everything for the U.S. slopestyle team? You know what I would say? I would say the actual team itself changes it because that's what I'm talking about. There is your official, like a referee's whistle, your 25, 26 snowboard slopestyle pro team. And what do you think about that? I'll tell you what I think about that. I think that shows the U.S. has a very, very strong chance at putting a couple of guys on that podium. Same on the girls' side, too, as well. But we're talking dudes right now, right? So if you look at that, you look at Ollie in there, you look at Dusty, Chris always a regular, you look at Jake, you got Shaun back, you got Red in there, and Luke as well. I mean, that is a strong men's slopestyle team for the U.S. And that's why I'm saying it right now. This changes everything because you look, we didn't have a strong slopestyle team back in 2014. It wasn't strong. And it was Sage Kotzenberg who came out and took the win unexpectedly. And if you told me you picked Sage to win that thing, come on, man, I'm not buying that, right? But if you look at it And then you go on to 2018. And if it wasn't for Red's win, where would we have been? Right? Where would US Slopestyle be? But if you look at it now, you look at this team, you look at what guys have done. We could even go to, let's take a look at the world champs, right? The world championships here that just took place not that long ago. So there's your guys right there. And the one thing that stands out to me is seeing 3 American flags in the top 7. Bam. That changes everything for the US Slopestyle team. We got a team, we can compete. And it's always been, it has always been Canada, been such rulers in slopestyle. And then Japan and China solid too, especially with Su Yiming. He's back on track, second place out there at the World Champs. But I love that. Oliver Martin, you got to like that. 3rd place podium, right? And then you look as guys that aren't on the podium, but guys that could win it at any comp. Red Gerard, boom. I'll take a Red Gerard any day. Fifth place, top 5 at the World Champs. And then move on. Dusty Hendrickson, right? Mammoth Loaf. That guy right there can do it too as well. So when I say this changes everything for the US Slopestyle team, I mean it. It really does. You look at who the team has, you look at what's going on, and you have to give the nod. You have to give the nod to the U.S. team, right? And you can go all the way back to 2014 in Russia. Canada's so strong. And remember, Mark McMorris, who's won like 14,000 medals at X Games. Mark McMorris has been bronze in slope the last 3 Olympic Games. And there's other dudes coming up out of Canada that can make things happen too as well. So you look at the team, you look at who the U.S. has picked up, and they look at how they've gotten stronger for each Olympics. You see more representation, solid guys coming out. And on the girls' side too, we'll do another story on that as well, because like to see what the guys are putting together. So that's it. That's what we're talking about. A solid team for the U.S. They're going to be representing, and we'll see how it goes, because let's go to the calendar and show you what is looking like for the calendar and the events coming up. There it is right there. So Secret Garden is going to be the first one. And then you see that's Beijing, Secret Garden, and then the U.S. qualifiers. I'll be at the Steamboat, Copper, and the Aspen one. And then at the Winter Olympics, too, I'll be out there in Milano. So that's the schedule right there. And this is the route or the road you have to take to qualify to represent the USA, the Stars and Stripes in snowboarding. So you have all these dates coming up. That's the schedule. That is what it's looking like. Hey, man, that's going to do it for us, man. Access Media Snowboard in the book, the leader in competitive news, results, and stories all around snowboarding competition. I'm Brad J. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe, like, turn on notifications, and share it while you're at it. This has been another Access Media Snowboard program. I'll see you on the hill.